I'm Bob Ilfeld. I'm from Foam Lake, Saskatchewan. That's where my home is, and I've been in the Saskatchewan credit union system all my adult life. So I've been working in the credit union system probably about 35 years or close to it. For the last 6 years, I've been here in Ghana, Africa. This is a termite hill. Very, very common here in Ghana. It looks soft, but it's not. It's just like coral. But it also has some real significance to the credit union history here in Ghana. There was a Father McNulty, who was a Canadian priest, who was working at St. Joseph's Parish in Jarapa in the Upper West region. One of his parishioners, to keep his money safe, buried it in the ground. And sometime later, he went back to find that termites had gotten a hold of his money and eaten some of it. And he came to Father McNulty and said, "I've lost my money," and as a result of the termite hill. So what Father McNulty did was checked with his Canadian counterparts and found out that they should try to start a credit union. As a result, in 1955, St. Joseph's Parish Credit Union was started in Jarapa in the Upper West region, and it was the first credit union in all of Africa. We're in a developing country, and poverty is a big issue. People don't have money to educate their kids, and funeral expenses and sickness is a big issue. They don't have a good, safe place to save their money and a place to access credit. I do travel quite a bit in this country. There's 10 regions. I've been to all 10 many times. Make some of these kinds of choices. Marge also has worked in the credit union system and has for 27 years. So she comes with me to the meetings because she's not bored at the meetings because she knows what's going on and she has contributed.
Marge.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful.
And the other lady too.
We're a long ways from home, and it's different. It's extremely different. The Ghanaian people are as friendly and hospitable people as I could ever imagine.
I'm a member.
You're a member, so am I. It's a tropical country. It's hot, it's humid. You have to learn to live with that. I don't have the same kind of energy level here as I have in Canada. At 10 o'clock at night, I'm whipped.
Talking about cooperatives, credit unions.
But credit union people are credit union people, and the similarities are amazing. They're struggling with the things that we struggled with a few years ago. And that's the beauty of this project, that I'm able to bring some of those experiences that we had in Saskatchewan where we were successful and failed, and I can help them avoid some of those failures. Well, we have just witnessed the inauguration of 2 youth clubs that we started here in the western region of the credit union system. I think if you have the opportunity to be here to feel the electricity and the energy and the enthusiasm of all these young people of being introduced to a habit of regular saving, and these youth savings clubs are set up on a model of just like a small credit union. So they're getting introduced to the credit union idea and the importance of savings, small as it might be, how together they can pool their resources and do something that can better their own lives.
The credit union started in 1955. From 1955 to 1995, the total savings of all credit unions, 5 billion. From 1995, when Bob came to Ghana, to the year 2000 June, we had 41 billion. So you see the type of job he has done.
I've worked hard to help them with things like the proper salary administration policy, how to get a good evaluation process, appraisal process put into place. And the one I'm most proud about is that we've got a pension plan put in place for the credit union people here in Ghana. Something like that is tremendously rewarding. I'm probably a better Canadian today than I was 6 or 7 years ago. Marge and I talk about this quite often. I view things around the world with interest now, where I had casual interest before I got a real interest now. want to go back home and reconnect with our family. But I look at this project, it's been really successful, not just for the project, but for Bob and Marge.
I'm Roger Russell. I'm from Amherst, Nova Scotia. The last 6 years I worked with Co-op Atlantic in Moncton, New Brunswick, but now I'm here in Indonesia.
So what did you do all day, Kath?
My wife and daughters, we talk a lot about this experience before we came here. Catherine, my wife, and I have been talking about having this experience for a number of years. We like to talk about it in terms of what a tremendous education this is. Education is with you for your life. Well, I think it's really quite exciting, the change in Indonesia, mainly as a result of 1997, the riots and the change in government. If you drive across Jakarta, it's very likely, almost any day of the week, you will see demonstrators. There is the odd bombing that happens. There's the move to really make this country better. Is painful, I think. A real motivating factor for me coming to Indonesia and being part of an early stage co-op development project is just my own family history and just to experience a little of what particularly my grandfather must have experienced when he was one of the founding directors of the Amherst Co-op. Real co-op development begins at the primary level. To see people that really care about their community, about their credit union, about their members, and want to improve progress, make their credit union better, it's really, really neat to see that passion. Another really neat part of my job as a project manager is the programs that we have to bring short-term Canadian TCs to Indonesia.
Terms that are used for the CDT.
There's a lot of people that are very talented, and just to make everything click so that they're here, they enjoy the opportunity, and the project benefits. These are lifelong opportunities, and I really believe that the co-op movement in Canada is going to benefit greatly too.
There's only one here that has.
When we go back to Canada, we'll have an enormous amount of experience that we don't even realize we're getting right now. So it's really exciting. I think for people that are considering this, it's an opportunity for huge changes, but changes are good.
Help us identify what were those. Okay, so let's walk around. I'm Sheila Greek, and I'm from Moncton, New Brunswick, and I'm here in Indonesia. I'm working with the project INCODAP. It's Indonesian Cooperative Development Assistance Program, and I'm here helping them with some training on how to form cooperatives like we know them in Canada. My role is to provide some training for 24 field workers that CC has contracted with to deliver co-op development and specific training to these pilot co-ops that are trying to become the models for Indonesia. I have a long background in the cooperative movement. I've worked and been a member and participated for about 20 years in Atlantic Canada. So I bring, I guess, my background in adult ed, co-op development, and a number of international assignments, including a long-term and some short-term. International work isn't necessarily for everyone. I think that first of all, I think you have to have the physical ability to do it. I mean, you really are taxed when you're doing short-term work. The travel alone, to get from Moncton, New Brunswick to Indonesia is a minimum of 35 hours of travel. And you're here for a short time and you get to know the people and you want to accomplish a lot, but you have to be able to step back and say, that's not possible. For some reasons, like language is a big one. You have to have translation, so it doubles the time of everything you do. The other challenge with the short term is you're away from family for 2 or 3 weeks, depending on your contract, up to 2 months, 3 months. And when you leave home, it's all exciting and it's a new challenge and it's going to be the best. And then you realize you need that support system you have at home, and it's not there. And it can be quite lonely. I personally get involved in international development because I really believe that the world is one world. The conditions here and the challenges of becoming democratic, the cooperative model is one that can help them. So they're very excited to learn it and apply it. They want to learn, they want to be a part of change, and so it's delightful. It's just great.
My name is Gary Steeves, and I'm from Moncton, New Brunswick in Canada, and I'm here working in Jakarta for CCA, and I'm providing training to credit union boards of directors and credit union managers. My assignment here is for 6 weeks. Basically, what we're trying to convey here is what the board is responsible for and what managers are responsible for, and the areas of overlap, and also the areas that boards shouldn't become involved in, and areas that management is responsible for. It's important that they know this because the students that I'm working with are the actual directors and managers. And for a credit union to operate efficiently, they have to know their roles and what their duties are. I was hoping that I could make a difference, however small, in a developing country. I do have a lot of years of co-op experience and working with boards of directors, and I've had a lot of credit union experience over the years as well. And the second reason that I came is that I've always had a spirit of adventure, and I love to travel, and I wouldn't have traded this experience for anything. It's been one of the best experiences of my life.
I'm Leslie Carlson, and I work at Prairie Centre Credit Union in Rosetown, Saskatchewan.
There's hope on here. And I'm Barb Draboka. I'm from Eston, Saskatchewan, also from Prairie Centre Credit Union.
We're here in Ghana because we are partnered with a credit union in Kumasi, St. Peter's Cooperative Credit Union. And so what we have been doing so far is we have been having exchanges of staff. This is the third exchange of staff that we've had since we started the linkage in 1997.
We offer similar products in that some are savings and there's loans available, but I think the one difference that we have is that St. Peter's Credit Union has what they call a susu run, and there the merchants, the local merchants, will stay at their place of trade, and the credit union sends out people to collect. In essence, the tellers go to the individuals. So that's a major difference.
Well, that's kind of fascinating.
Everybody is so welcoming. They're so friendly. They say hello to you. They talk to you all the time, and that's something that I'm going to take back to Canada, is to step back and be a little bit more tolerant.
It's just something that I think you have to experience it to really feel it. Mm-hmm. And it's just been so good. It's been a once-in-a-lifetime experience. It has opened my eyes. Being a first time to a developing country, there's no way that you can go home and see things the same way.
Well, you enjoy.
My name is Maria Schmidt. I'm from Saskatchewan. I went to school and went to university in Saskatoon. I believe it was in secondary school already that I had the dream, the aspiration to get to West Africa. I was hired as the Gender and Development Officer, and I was originally to be in Accra in Ghana, which is the nation's capital, and they sent me up to Wa to work with the 3 northern regions of Ghana, which in itself was an experience that I look back on now, and I'm ecstatic that they sent me up north, because it gave me a totally new perspective on what life is in Africa.
Yes.
It's a long-term influence that the credit union is having. It's a social thing, it's a communal thing, it's a part of them. People help people. It's not necessarily the money that goes into these projects, but rather the people that you bring into them. When you put people together, they make huge differences, and the impact is lasting. These are the last few days of my internship here in Ghana, and though the work may be over, I know that the work will always continue within me, in the sense that I'm always going to bring this experience as part of everything else.
My name is Erin Nelson. I'm from Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, and I'm a youth intern with the Canadian Cooperatives Association, and I'm working in Ghana in the Gender and Development Department of the Credit Union Association. I've always wanted to travel, and so that was always part of my life plan, and I thought that international development was something that I would enjoy. I love working with women, and I've always had an urge to go out and meet people and meet as many different people as I possibly can. So I love talking to people and communicating. So I thought this would be a perfect opportunity. And plus the fact that part of the program, when you arrive back in Canada, they help you look for employment. And I'm at the age now when I would like to start a career, a professional career. So the fact that I was going to get that assistance on the way back was also nice. Before I left, you get a lot of advice from other people, and it's, oh, don't drink the water, don't eat the food, don't bring lots of bug spray, and you're gonna have to have a water filtration system. And my father took me to hardware stores and to survival stores and got me tons of bug spray and tons of my mosquito net, which has been helpful. But yeah, I was very over-prepared when I came here, and thankfully, I've been extremely lucky. I haven't gotten sick. Very good job. My advice to any of the interns that are thinking about coming over is do it. It's the best experience you could ever possibly hope for, and it's the best way to do it, to see a country, to learn about a country, because you're working side by side with these people. You get to do things that you would never be able to do as a tourist.
Looking at grass cutters. They're lovely little creatures.
I'm more grateful for everything that I have and for having this opportunity. And I'm more excited about life and about working in international development and working with cooperatives. I'm more enthusiastic. I think I'm a much more positive person. More expensive than... I think with the credit union, it's about developing the individual, but it spreads so quickly into the family and the kids, and it spreads into the community, and it's really inspiring to see it.